Opportunity to help with God. Poverty on. That's why the people want you for help. The people say you not alone. It's the rescue. I wanna ask you what who you be the I gave him nobody want it. The rescue. Let me ask you the rescue. Because they're not like you say you are going to achieve things. But we are seeing promises you made on your rescue. Say that we are seeing you made it whole into two. You see a unit and blue. Dancers, wish hunt. I wanted that but people suffer. The dancers, wish hunt. I wanted that but people suffer. Tell me who you rescue now. You rescue. Oh. The rescue. I just wanna question that rescue. I give him I want to say the rescue. This a rescue. People cannot like
Fuck on my bill. Oh, we didn't get it. Just not up there. Get out. You should have said get oh, I said, okay, don't be so upset. We didn't like it.
good morning, young the rescue. You wanna question the rescue. You not give people what and you say you rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. People tell not you say you come into rescue. Yeah, why you talk? You keep it clean, you keep it on your skin. But why you talk? So why the rescue is not stable? No job on the table. Don't just say for the once you not get no protection, your kids get no opportunity to play. Say don't your people, we keep poverty on it. Everybody people go people say you are not is the rescue. I just wanna question that we people rescue. Not giving nobody one in the rescue. Let me ask, is the rescue? Because you're not like
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
hey, you are born to chase the
Hello from the nation's capital, Monrovia.
this you your
I would like to welcome to another great edition of Freedom on 87.9 FM.
easy and you find
And of course, it is the midweek
you
edition.
wish on now
KOK is not here as of now.
you don't
I'm Alexa Savage alongside Jerome House.
tell me who you rather be
A lot is happening in Liberia.
the rescue.
We don't go out of topics, especially in children what's in this country.
Don't know who you rescue.
Vice President's statement
Maybe say you want
about having extra forces to go against any country.
is the rescue.
And today we're back up Capitol with Yeke Kolobaba News and the Speaker of the House of Representatives having a show where the chief was asked what is happening. So welcome. However, what you're doing, like to say welcome to today's presentation. I'm here on Tokyo On and I Jerome is going to take you to the comments of the day. But if you're listening to us never get to play freedom when Liberia can way.
I just wanna watch them that you be best. You not give it what they want.
Mathis will be here later on to give you some money, keep playing,
Rest. Cause you're not
and just to be a winner. This proudly is sponsored by Christopher's Liberia to the laws into your own hands. On our menu, we're going to discuss Capitol Hill and what's happening with the Supreme Court. Yeah, I think today was the hearing. Nigel is going to talk about that more in his introduction. And we're going to read a very short story on that. We're strictly into the discussion of the day. Also, a quick on Roeville, we have scores of
like
citizens
you.
complaining about the Liberia Water Corporation. While you have Mo Ali,
Here we click
who is the managing director,
on your
possibly on the social media creating content,
express now.
while citizens that they're not doing what you're supposed to get.
Don't just say put it.
So the whole country is in trouble. There's no electricity
No how much
and now there's no water.
you do it.
So a lot is happening in the Wakai's Republic of Liberia.
Put you up. Treating the people. It's alright.
We took a very short break and listened to, of course, some Bart our team song.
It's alright.
After we go to listen to words from our sponsors,
Let me ask you. It's alright.
and then we'll listen to Jerome Roosevelt. I also like to have what we discussed yesterday because I was like here, and yesterday I made the vice president statement.
It's
And so we took a very short break and get right back to
BDC and you identify they can't go through. You downsize. It's on.
The sun is hot. This traffic isn't moving. First of all, my car insurance expires today. If I have to file a parking to stay in long queue, my whole day is gone. My friend, why are you doing that to yourself? You don't need to hold them. Star Auto Express comes to you. It is the fastest way to get your auto insurance in Liberia. You dare come to me in this traffic anywhere in Liberia. Just send your vehicle documents to them on WhatsApp. They will process everything in 10 to 15 minutes. You pay with mobile money on cash. When they arrive at your door, no stress, no waiting. And the best part, delivery is absolutely free of charge. So I can stay in my office, send a WhatsApp, and my sticker just appear. Exactly. And listen, if you insure your car for 1 full year, SAT gives you a free gasoline coupon. Earn saving time and get free gas just for being a new customer. It is extra value for your money. Star Insurance is committed to protecting you across Liberia from Broad Street, Eastern Coast, to Douala, Buchanan, and Plata City. We are there for you. Drive with confidence, knowing you are fine. Client name, trusted by the central bank. Get your relief. WhatsApp us at 0770381293. 0771 504645. Free calls on Orange 0771 111222. Lone Stars 7223. Star Auto Express. No stress, no waiting, just simple, fast delivery.
In every comment, you know, you can see. So if you see how you do it, don't tell her ain't funny, right? I can't wait to, I can't take better. go round. Big round and make it go round. Liberia.
Okay, well, like, welcome back to Freedom Hub. Jerome.
Yeah, I'm cool. Just that the chief is not here today, and he sent us a message. What he's going on? Yeah,
Wait,
I don't know, but
you communicated with him,
yeah, I
so
know, man. Anything your boss, you follow all. There where we are. Thank you for um, the stuff. I already read the intro and
Jerome, how are you?
how sound that. No, there's a reason I call you Princess. Then if I call you that, I mean I made a mistake. Yeah, there's a reason because you kind of nice hard person who wants to see everyone happy.
Thank you.
That is a defense of mankind, so you don't need pressure. And a
No pressure.
particular meaning they say light, but I don't even call it light.
Hold on, Bobo.
Yeah, when they say LSS in that or stuff, it means kind of mankind. So for me, I don't want to be a defender of never using pressure.
Yeah,
But you know,
I can
good
feel a
heart,
particular
yeah, a good heart person, you deserve everything to be a princess. However, today is Wednesday. Yeah, and yeah, once again, like you said, we do not lack top.
no, never
We
ever.
produce,
Yeah,
manufacture,
day.
supply, and send them to the public. So if you are in the car, and I'm talking about well, putting it on the car, in small car, if you are on the car. And I want to talk because small car, is a big car.
Yeah,
So yeah, yes, and that Liberia is at a cross, and a lot of things are happening. But we like to say welcome to everyone.
okay, so we have today, just I think a couple of hours ago, um, former President George Manuia, he visited the new local headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change. Tell me
Mhm.
about it. What do you think of that? Because I remember, I think it's a couple months back, the former president said he was going to deliver
Yeah,
a new headquarters in record time.
sure.
And what I saw today, I mean, it's massive. I mean, the progress is really high. They continue to actually wow their supporters, citizens, and people who are, supporters of CDC, people who are supporters of Mr. Ware. They continue to wow them with just how this project is running. So tell me about it. What do you have to say about
Well, like you said, right, they are taking a record time. And the person trust me, that's the difference between the Unity Party and the Congress for Democratic Change. For now, yeah, many people to be talking about coalition. I think that party is not a coalition now. It is the Congress for Democratic Change
it?
until we have another coalition election and how the NPP or whatever political party will see it wanting to come in. But the difference between the Congress for Democratic Change and the Unity Party, you have to understand because even in the US, where Democrats live, the Democrat and the Republican, they have their own different way of, running their government or their respective governments. But between Liberian political theory, you find truth in the Congress for Democratic Change. And you find a political institution like the Unity Party who will use propaganda or political lies to get to where they want to go. And like I always tell the people, Princess, if you want anything or anybody to do something for you, and if you see that person in rush, oh, I can do it, Princess. I can do that one. Get them. Then the person says, yeah, I don't want it. I don't want you to do this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that person that is in rush,
Okay, Matthew, we're working on the sound. Chris, if you're out there, please help us to check on the sign online.
Okay.
If it's a just that, please let us know. If it is okay from your end, please, we don't want to keep talking when you're not getting us properly.
Yeah, I
So,
think
Chris,
that's
please help us to adjust that. Please. Sound is not okay according to some of your viewers.
okay.
Go ahead.
So it also gives, the partisans the strength, and I tend to be corrected. CDC for now, I think, is in this modern cycle the first political institution to build its own headquarters in the political side. And so it's a boost to the partisans who are the grassroots of the party. That's there where see strength lies, the grassroots. That means the people in the communities. And we're hoping, like you said, they are in record time. And trust me, the CDC, the CDC, they
Yeah.
mistake
You
party.
wearing the colors of PDP today. You all that way. We're okay. We're good.
Yellow Madrid,
Blue Revolution.
no one, well, I'll tell you every time she has a yellow Madrid, princess. And so, yes, it
Uh-huh.
shows how serious the Congress of Democratic is, and
Are we
how
okay? Okay, go
and
ahead.
how that political party wanting to show you can show your strength. Sometimes people say, "Oh, the opposition is weak. They're not showing anything. They're not doing that." But there is a particular way you can show that you're serious.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mhm.
There is a particular way you can show that, oh, mama and papa are serious to do this. And I think the CDC is showing that, yes, with this visitation of the political leader of the CDC, a sense that, yes, they are showing that this institution is serious for whatever political contest that is ahead of us.
Okay, so we just wanted to have a gist of that. We'll be joined by Oliver. So I told you we have like a couple of things on the menu, and two of the things I shortlisted. I talked about what's happening up Capitol with Yeke Kolba, today's update in his entire saga.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to actually get Rachel Cohn's voice, but unfortunately we have some problem with the internet, so I cannot play that.
Mhm.
But the one where he was asking the chief clerk
Mhm.
of the house as to whether, a writ of prohibition was received from the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. And according to him, the chief clerk said no. She denied that anything was received or she signed for anything. And I think that's also where we are. That's one of the spaces we are. And also yesterday, I think you guys started the conversation with that. Com
The
Vice
vice
President.
president.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vice President appeared on ELBC, and he said a whole lot of different things. I'm not interested in some of the things he said, but one of the things that actually stood out was when he talked about having. I don't want to quote directly what he said, but he said he this country,
Yeah.
Liberia,
Mhm.
has extra forces
Yeah.
that can even capture.
That they can take 3 persons from
Yes, yes,
and go into any city
exactly.
and capture.
So I don't know what's the rationale behind how the vice president sounded. For me, I have a different view, and I'm sure we're going to expand on that later on as well. And
Mhm.
it's also something about the War Crime Court. Babu,
Yeah.
he had a press conference. I shortly listened to him, and he was saying that the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court, that establishment has been, or it is being undermined because they're underfunded,
Mhm.
and it seems like people are not serious. So one of the people he mentioned was the Minister of Justice, and that's also something to talk about, because I remember at a point in time in this country that was one of the issues
Yeah.
every day. people were talking about the establishment of war and economic crimes court in this country. And at that time, we had Prince White Johnson alive.
Yeah.
He was here.
Yeah.
He was still in the Senate. So every day it became a serious issue that at a point he even signed, when
Yeah.
when that entire conversation came out, and some of the senators also signed. So it was a big deal. Prince Johnson is dead. And we don't hear anything about the war and economic crimes court. We don't hear more about the establishment of it. We don't hear people really talking about the people who elevated their voices. Even when the vice president offered him 5,000 US dollars, Prince Johnson said those words before he died. And we played that a couple of months back. But now people are sensing some level of contradiction, some level of hypocrisy in what was said as to whether that was an honest call to establish war and economic crimes court. Now people are also saying the fact that you have Jara Babu saying, "Oh no, we're being undermined, we're being underfunded." So why was it really one of the major stuff on the list? What was it like? And now today we don't have that.
I I,
You
I,
know,
I think like I initially said, Princess, the issue of honesty and the security advisor to Baka, the president of the Republic of Liberia, Kofi Woods, strongly came out and debunked what the head of the War Crime Court said. He said the government is concentrated on doing what it promised the people that going to implement based on the War Crime Code. But how long? How long? You just call the lawmakers back on
special,
creating
yes, special.
about budget and some of the money you place, and that's where the frustration came from. Because you talking about you want to do some things within the government
Mhm.
and you dishing out money to ministry agency and you leaving the War Crime Code out. And
It is not being discussed. It is
yeah,
now a point of discussion as of this point in time. You don't
yeah.
listen to people who have platforms, big platforms. You don't listen to them
Nobody
talk about it
cares.
at all,
Nobody
at all.
cares. Why was it spoken about when Prince Johnson was alive? So it just tells you how personally I'm going to say it, and this is personal. It's not about politics or whatsoever. If I look at Mr. John and I think that this is the attitude of Mr. John, and I'm going to tell the public because if you notice, all of the people that helped President Bouaga to get to where he is, Princess, that man has schooled all of those persons from the former president Weah, huh, to the boy who took Bouaga out of the country, and even Prince Johnson and couple of persons, even the guy who sang the song
Yeah,
Joe We Are
go.
Go. Why is it that man is schooling everybody? Imagine what they're doing to Amara Conan today.
Oh yeah.
Imagine what they're doing to Amara Conan today. So it's not about whether we want a war crime code. We wanted to use the war crime code like we use the House of Representatives to school Yeta Koluba. We are looking for every space to school people that will please our president. And this is where this government is heading. Why is it that the war crime code is not so serious just right after the death of Prince Johnson? It's sad. And Waka thinks that, hey, he's going to live with it. No. You know what thing I appreciate this F, Princess?
Mm.
This F is built. It's completed. That's why you can see people tell you, say, the way you live, that's how you will end.
Oh yeah.
Don't think you'll do things to anybody and then you leave. No. If it doesn't catch you, it's going to catch your children. You are talking about, I don't know, recast or whatsoever, how they refer to the budget, why they call the lawmakers back. But why you didn't go further or even 100,000 for the war crime code? What stop it? And so it got the hair angry, agitated, because he feels that his institution has been buried by people who appointed him.
Yeah.
So it pushes him to the point where the man will usually dash his character because there's more money now there now. He will want it. So he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. And trust me, like we said, this government and this country is at a crossroad. We have to tie our ways. Because if you are not strong, you will live in that particular water. It's sickling. It's sad. Where the government is confused. Everywhere you go, when they imagine all of their projects, somebody was telling me today, all of their project, princess, they just jumping because they want to please people at a particular time. It doesn't work that way.
Tell you bad in the plunge.
It doesn't work that way.
So boss me. No, don't
Yeah.
worry, continue. Papa. No, sir, I was hoping going.
All of us here and our chief, we are grateful. Let me go back to my apartment. It doesn't work that way, chief. No, we can't disrespect you. Trust me.
Okay, so we're gonna take a very short break, and then when we get back, we're going to go strictly into the issue about the Warren Economic Crimes Court. So just to know that the executive director of the office of the Warren Economic Crimes Court was appointed in 2024. So 2024, 2025, 2026. We're in 2026 April. But I want we'll take a very short break to be right back, please.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of landicide justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is a part of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is part of my Liberia. Violence leads to all the damage, injury, or even death. And we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia.
Yeah, but I like the conversation. I like the conversation on the war crimes code issue. Actually, you were the one raising um, Councillor Jala Babu's recent press conference. I mean, he recent radio
Yeah.
when he alleged that, in fact, people,
Yeah. Of justice.
the Minister of Justice, the National Security Advisor to the President, and some other
And I think the security advisor came out
uh-huh.
and said something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his who to respond.
We'll get it for another conversation. But I think, were you in flight or that conversation?
Yeah.
So it was like an introduction and I just saying something. So let's
Mhm.
continue.
So, what do you think? People are saying that Bible spoke outside governmental, protocol. You can be in the government,
I did regular
yeah, just wow. You follow it. How
Thank you.
uh-huh.
Thank you. You know, Oliver, you keep saying this show works in the interest of the ordinary people.
That's right.
And let me tell you, Princess brought out this conversation of the War Crime Court. I didn't know, but I just seen your message.
Yeah.
You said War Crime Court. I know.
They all-
Yeah.
No, listen.
No, that's it. That's the this show is unique.
So,
Yeah.
here's the situation,
Mhm.
and I'm going to say this. We'll start the conversation, but
Yeah.
Councillor Jala Babu accusation against a colleague in government was done in pure honesty. No, hold on, take your time. It was done in pure honesty. And I don't want people questioning Councillor Babu because of what he said. The man is saying people around President Baga stopping Alexa, stopping the war crime code. They don't want to provide the money, they don't want to provide the framework, they don't want to do this and that. And he is right.
I think it's established, but the function, the work.
Thank
you. Yeah.
No, the the intent is established.
Yeah.
The court
But
itself
yeah,
is not established.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, and there is a point. He is frustrated because a reputable man like that, he was at the law school. Then they made him to leave the law school to go to a war crime court, something, that would have seen him, do a lot. Because everybody went to a war crime court
Yeah.
situation. It's a big portfolio.
it is.
So anybody who want to work there, you take a lesson from here. You say, "Can we go to executive mansion to do cooler job?"
I already got it going on.
Then she go to
Yeah.
executive mansion. You pour in one little small room. She can't go to conduct press conference for the president. She not nothing to do. She's not traveling. She ain't doing. I mean,
I'm just there.
obviously, it doesn't make sense. I want to feel for the people of Nimba County.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
you asking why I came the job? I mean, I would have just decided, let me just sit down. But I want to join the conversation. I want you to enjoy your life. I am feeling for the people of Nimba County. And if you're listening to me, the Gio Mandingo, the Mano people in Nimba, the Pala people in Nimba, if you're listening to me, I'm feeling for you people. Because this government, from President Joe Baka to the least in this government, they didn't care about war crime code. They had no intentions about war crime code. The idea about this war crime code issue came into being when President Baka wanted to get at even. He wanted to get even. He wanted to get at an equilibrium with PYG. Omen Joe Baka is an individual who doesn't forgive people.
And why you say
He wanted to get at the late PYJ. Hold on. PYJ.
The man's dead, but
May his soul rest in
his voice lives on. He left a lot behind.
May his soul rest in peace. Okay, it should be TISA combined. PYJ, may his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. I know why I'm not seeing the thing anymore.
Do we have it on archive? No.
Oh God, TISA combined. The PYJ voice. We'll find it. We will find it. The PYJ voice. The one he told President Baka that President Baka is an old man. He got heart trouble.
Yeah.
I want to find it.
Oh, that's an old.
We will try to get it. Yeah, we stopped playing it for a long time. But I want to find it. We play it, and you will know why Joe Baka used to talk about war crime court when Prince Johnson was living, and when Prince Johnson died, he stopped. Yes. Yeah. Nothing else. The singular reason for all of that war crime code issue, was because the guys knew Senator Johnson had issue with war crime code. The new PYJ would never like it. Yes, the new PYJ would never like it. The new PYJ was always he was always disturbed when war crime code was mentioned.
He even went against the law at one point.
The new he will always have issues. And so because they knew that Senator Johnson had problem with war crime code, after the puppets supported them, made them to win Nimba County, when they became the government of the day, instead of helping President Baka, instead of helping PYJ in other areas, giving school money, the Ellen been doing, President Weah been doing, the President Sadi been doing, instead of doing it, they did not. All they could do was to accuse Senator Johnson indirectly and say establish war crime code. I'm trying to get this thing. Just hold on.
The summer, part of the year. And the fancy you call Akara gravy. Now Akara gravy compare with this one, that one. They are in the dream world.
Have been also requested $2 million.
Okay. No, I mean we're not getting, but we're trying to get it on there. But Councilor Babu, that's what I was saying. Sorry, my people, we got distracted. Councilor Babu statement on the government support the war crime code again. President Baga was never serious about establishing war crime code. He was never, and I repeat, he was never serious about establishing any war crime code in the country. He did that particularly because he wanted to keep faking, because he knew it would bother PYJ, because he knew, that was the only way he could pay back, because PYJ had earlier on condemned him. PYJ referred to him as an old papi, guy had trouble, he very vindictive, criticized him for the statement he made against President Weah. So PYJ had already dealt with Joe Baka. The only reason why President Baka pretended to be in good terms with PYJ because PYJ had the Nima people vote to deliver. After the votes were delivered, Joe Baka went back to Joe Baka. Joe Baka went back to Joe Baka.
Yeah, sure.
He went back to himself. During the election, when he was operating with PYJ, he became a new person, acting nice with PYJ and this and that, pretending. That's why he said, I can dance with the devil.
Okay, so that means the person he was going to, the person had something in him that he didn't like, but
because he needed the presidency. Now what they asked him, they said, "Yes, the man who called you and say you get heart trouble, said all kind of worse things about you. That the man you go in, receive an endorsement, say I can dance with the devil." It was on the basis of PYJ when he said I can dance with the devil. It wasn't anybody else. So when the man made him president, instead of treating the paper right, the paper will never support you when you're not guaranteed, when you're not assuring of protecting him from war crime code. PYJ would never support any political party that would not be clear with him about war crime code.
that was always on the table.
It was his first priority. I'm a supporter here. Why your position on war crime code? You have to tell him, okay, I support Malawa Hall reconciliation, and I'm in a code business. I want to rule the country. I want to serve the country. I want to do my development and go. War crime code business, I'm an issue. You will shake your hand and say, let's go swallow GB. Let me carry you there and go swallow GB. Go to GB. Let me carry you and go swallow it. That was PYJ. Particular portion of any other discussion that are going at the middle of the line. President Baka assured the public, assured him 100% that you will not betray him. As soon as he became president, that told me war crime code. The public himself then saying the on the radio. Since PYJ died, may his soul rest in peace. War crime code, he got no use again, no here, no take. What does that say to you? What does that say to you? It means they were only running around setting up court office to frighten the baby, to disturb him, to make him worry. And today, the old man died now. Nobody talking about war crime code. I feel for the people in Nimba. I feel for Nimba who thought they were listening to their godfather, who thought they were helping the godfather to remain vigilant. They didn't know that they were expediting the godfather's estate in the face of the earth. I feel sorry for them. This is how vindictive this government and the president is. That's how vindictive this president is. Why didn't I put money in the war crime code? But this time was up to all them passing around with very bad. All them war crime code people and get very over there. No, why let's be honest, why we not seeing war crime code? We should be seeing pick up them passing around war crime code. So I'm gonna pause. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. I mean, all the billboarding around war crime code. There should be something happening. Why are we not talking war crime code again? Joe Baka forgot war crime code. it reminds me of all of the policy issues that they promised. They're not doing anything to resolve it. You can hear about harmonization again, nobody talking it. Oh, President, we have brought CTM and MedTech to the port. They brought it there to be taking the money. They gave it to Fina. Now take the money and give it to President. We are why they get MedTech and CTM. You forgot to renew the full contract.
Everything that was
So
yes,
does that anywhere suggest that he too get money there? So back to the World Cup issue. Why are they not supporting Councilor Jala Babu? He is frustrated that they made him go sit down. Do you know how many warlord can see Councilor Babu and say, oh, that they may want to come press you?
Yeah.
You know how many warlord is standing for that, baby? Then you not get money to run the play. You go pick one out of the lawyer. They'll say, catching here around here. Oh, what did they say? Security advisor were talking.
He said
Yeah.
the man was wrong.
So-
They are trying every effort
They are not trying no effort.
and they are working with the town. But there's this bureaucracy that he spoke about.
There is no bureaucracy.
So the man, Mr. Babu,
Yeah.
and then on that conversation, Babu renewed outstanding concern. I want you and Princess to listen to this
Mhm.
about inadequate funding
Mhm.
for the office.
Mhm.
He disclosed that in 2025,
Mhm.
the office received US 800,000
800,000.
out of the 2 million
Uh-huh.
reportedly promised by President Bouaka in April.
Okay.
Additionally, he noted that the office has not received any portion of the US 1.2 million allocated in the 2026 national budget.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the 2 million of first, we get an 800,000. Then the new budget now, they put the 2 million there, they don't get back for the 2 million yet.
The United Party government is still all over sorry. They're using the work code to be stealing the money. And that's why the man is accusing them of that bureaucracy.
Thank
They
you.
don't want the men to get to power.
And we got to look at the budget out here. We got to look at the budget out here to know whether what was proposed, what was appropriated rather for the war crime code, whether it was used.
Yeah.
Because there is a possibility
Yeah.
that the budget will reflect that it was used,
Yeah.
but the money did not go to Jala Babu.
Yeah.
And that is the terrible thing about it. Why would you say you got constrained? And I want the security advisor talking.
Yeah.
So you have constraint to support the war crime code, but you did not have constraint to build 10 million property info. Yeah.
That was a
Wow.
surprise.
No.
Again,
Thank you. Thank
You know, you didn't have constraint to surprise the president with 10 million project
you.
info.
With the
Yeah.
country money, you're surprising the
You
president.
surprised the president with the country money, but you could not surprise Jala Babu with what was appropriated in the budget for war crime code what brought the power. I know how Emmanuel Service is talking. Everybody who has connection with President we are in the country. Emmanuel Service for the war crime code business.
you haven't heard him alone.
All of them frustrated, bro. All of you guys are frustrated. They're frustrated over the form of money which UP government treating them. They're frustrated. They will not talk. Ashamed doing it.
So up to just
Cause-
2 days, 2 days to May,
Mhm.
the man said, in fact, they reduced the 2 million where the people that want to call it down.
Mhm.
So the 1.2 million what the man expecting
Right.
up to now.
Right.
And in May.
The first quarter is about to end. You know, already January, April. The first quarter is already in 4 months.
Then local, they get people down there, then they say they give some people millions of dollars. Maybe they don't want work on
They don't want it. Why would they want war crime code when Prince Johnson is already dead? May his soul rest in peace. The essence of bringing a war crime code noise was to bring the public pressure up. You guys know how the public can feel when war crime code is mentioned.
So let me just give a backstory a little bit. When Prince Johnson was alive, right? And I'm saying this for people who would say, but this war crime code is not about Prince Johnson. I would say it's about him because while he was alive,
Mhm.
this was something directed at him. Every given opportunity that presented itself, it was always about war and economic crimes court.
Right.
And that was one of the reasons, he had some sort of a discussion with Dillon. We saw the drama,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
And
it
so that,
it became very serious because it appeared as though establishing the war crime court was all about prosecuting just Prince Johnson for atrocity, even though everybody knows he was not, because we still have a lot of different people who committed, atrocities, the butt naked. We still have a lot of them here. But every time a discussion about the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court, War Crime Court to be precise, was directed at Prince Johnson. And it became very, very serious when he started to talk about how his relationship had gotten sour with the president, that he had not, you know, being able to reach out to the president whenever he was trying to help them get the presidency. His phone rang over and over again. But after Mr. Boakai had won, Prince Johnson's phone was silent because no one was reaching out to him. And when he tried reaching out to the people who were reaching out to him before the presidency, they did not care because his number was already blocked.
Good.
Right.
Good.
And then because they wanted to corner him again for Prince Johnson not to have a lot of say, in national issue, or to say I want to be able to critique this government, or to be able to say this and that, they brought the World Economic Crimes Court again. It became a very serious campaign.
Mhm.
And that's when he talked about Jeremiah, talking about 5,000 US dollars and all those different things. But we're here today in 2026. Babu was, uh, appointed by the president 2024, and here we are 2026 April, and we are yet to see this effectuation of the War in Economic Crimes Court.
Because people had just
So,
died.
exactly my point.
They were not organized.
Exactly my
They won't
point.
do anything about it.
So it is clear that this was not an honest call. This was not an honest call for people who committed atrocities to pay for their crimes. It was not an honest call. So it was just done at a point in time to be able to shut up someone who would have maybe one of the loudest voices again against this government if they didn't do what they had said they were going to do, especially to the promises to Nimba. Because Prince Johnson presented Nimba County. You may not like him. He was many things to many people. And for Nimbayans, they saw him as their godfather. They saw him as their hero. So he would have been here at this point in time, maybe saying, "Oh, the president promised me this, and he has not been able to give back to Nimba County." There was going to be a serious problem. And he died along the way. So today, I have not heard, and thank God we're discussing this, I have not heard anyone talk about War and Economic Crimes Court.
No way.
The Delon who acted like this was his advocacy, even though Emmanuel Chavez was the one pushing all these things, but Delon owned this advocacy at a certain point in time. He was all over the place talking about War and Economic Crimes Court. They were mostly focused on War Crimes Court and all those different things. I have not heard Dylan say anything about it in 2026. Has he said anything about it in 2026?
No,
No, I
zero,
haven't.
zero.
I don't know where Emmanuel Chavez is, because this is the moment to be very vocal about the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. This is the moment because you have Mr. Boakai who said this will be established. If he was not honest about it, or if he was not for sure, he would not have appointed Jala Babu. And this man left his professional space. He honored a political appointment, because once you're appointed by the president, it is 100% political, whether you're a political person or not.
Good.
He accepted a political appointment, and he came here with, "Oh, I think I'm going to use my legal expertise to have this court established and to have this court to operate." Today, where is it? This man is here pointing out that he does not have the support
Because they will not give it to him.
needed. Exactly.
They won't give it to him.
He does not have the support needed to have this entire process to be
If
effectuated.
PYJ were living, they would have given that man over 5 new pickups. They would have given him over 5 new pickups.
And we pass it to the House of Senate, people think it's a
Yeah.
But we allow all of us to have a fair understanding.
Uh-huh.
This was what the office of
The War Crimes Code.
you were asking about Kofi Woods.
Mhm. What did he say?
In an official statement issued on the 26th of April,
Uh-huh.
2026, the Office of the National Security Advisor described the accusation
Mhm.
as false, unfounded, baseless, and
But what you
fabricated,
What you say?
insisting that Anthony Woods remains fully committed to the establishment
You
of the War and Economic Crimes Court
That's why.
as part of President Joseph.
Don't suffer
Walker
yourself. We are not
arrest
police.
agenda.
Very
No, I don't want to know.
brother.
Give me the
I-
other
I
one.
know.
Instead of making statement, then you come out against Oliver
But you
Red.
said all of us person one day. I think now 3 or 4 weeks ago, you can remember. You said Baka made a statement.
Mhm.
You were on a show here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said, I know he said he doesn't feel good or he can't remember doing good for people. Something you were saying.
No, he's saying he doesn't see the good
in people.
in people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so
He doesn't
Yeah.
see
it,
the
it,
good in
it is
people.
an attitude of being.
When they were having the cabinet,
Yeah, he won't always pay him back.
It is an attitude of being unappreciated.
Yeah.
I mean, you can appreciate people.
Yeah.
You can see the good thing people do for you.
Mhm.
But the point, and I like how election plays here very, very squarely, especially the way you read the other part. Look, Anthony Kofi will stop doing what he's doing to us.
statement baseless.
This and that. You sat down in that mansion as security advisor. People took over $10 million in block cement, steel raw, window glasses, combo, car, shower curtain, everything, mattresses, bathtub, jacuzzi, and built $10 million mansion to surprise the president with it.
Yeah.
The Guinea situation. What
You,
has
fo-
been the-
you follow the president info here to monitor a $10 million surprise project. You could not tell the president as the security advisor that in as much as the guys are putting pressure on, in as much as the guys are putting pressure on, how you call the thing, on come on, man. In as much as the guys are putting pressure on
The establishment.
the Federal World Crime Court, we got to.
Yeah.
We got to do something. And you know, we got to do something about it stuff.
So it can be
I
like
got it. I went
it
there.
can be like we targeting Prince Johnson.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
because the way it
Yeah,
appears,
but-
President Baka is target. I mean, the thing was purely for PYG. And let me tell you why President Baka.
And with all these things that are happening,
We got a clip.
like Rebel was saying, let's do what Jeff for and
It was for him.
it would not be wrong. Go.
And there is a reason. There is a reason I like that. We already got a clip. You know, one man who I can always talk about, I'm not calling it. After the election, I'm not calling it. I tell you, was it? I ain't been supplying all with the evidence. Now, listen to it. JMB have been keeping Gusty hot for Prince Johnson. The only reason why he was keeping Prince Johnson out to act, like he said he would dance with the devil, because he needed Nima Kante vote. When he got a Nima Kante vote, he cut it off. You heard Prince Johnson say, "It's done one of the power. Everything, PYJ, ping, PYJ, ping, PYJ, ping."
That was exactly what he said.
Everything, PYJ, ping. But by the time they win, everything closed.
When he rest,
The fuck the judge, like fuck the Baka started
Meeting with him, man.
disciplining PYJ.
but he was not Walker's friend.
And the only reason why Baka was disciplining PYJ because PYJ is on record, my people. He's on record. On Sierra Manda record.
No, you can't tell you say don't toy when you were leaving.
No, when they were living, PYJ is on record of saying these things.
It was all that shit.
Saying these things to Joe Baka. Listen to it. Listen to it.
So we have it.
I think we do.
Then I think it's a good ball. Former ball player trapped. He is how he put almost down. It is that boy because who read and pick him up after a plane to fly in abroad from open house country and made him today pacemaker battery. He's a battery right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave the medical center where he was from. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural heart. Compare the two. So Joseph Walker, the former vice president, I respect him, but I'm sorry for the statement he made. He's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country.
Good. That line. Such a man cannot even be president in the country. That's why when he became president, he said, I will show the one.
And he said, I will not be
And he
president.
said, I will not be president. I will bring that war crime away instead of it will bring the pressure up. If you will worry, you get strong, you fall down, you go to the hospital. And that's how he refused to pick up the public phone.
And on the day of the inauguration, or maybe
On the day of the inauguration, he mentioned war crime go round there, war crime go inside that doing Shakira.
Yeah, I think of it.
we can start
By the way,
No,
Where's Shakira?
Eh?
Where's Shakira?
You know Shakira can beat this.
There's no one to disconnect.
Huh?
That's so
No. But listen, on the day of the World Cup, on the day of the inauguration, when the speech reached the point, they play white Joe Baga about the top of where started the World Cup, you know, talking away, Shakira, if I was Shakira.
Yeah.
And Princess, I'm sure you want
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Yeah. You know what?
I know what, yeah, I was trying to find all the things. The one where
Yeah.
people just say, yeah, but by the time you reach the World Cup code, then you start doing it's not for you now. Yeah,
There was a futuristic
yeah,
character.
people just say, but this is the main point. This is the main point.
So maybe that the politician making to speak the way he did. Calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many million. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe you call Joseph boy because of the age. Because Joseph Boy is over 70. And this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. Joshua is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boy on the ground where he collapsed. To fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boyka, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew in out of the country for open heart surgery and making to live today. But the way Joseph Boyka speaks, the way he talks, he is one of 9 ungrateful lepers.
Correct.
9.
Correct. You heard it?
Okay.
You heard it? Alexa, you?
Yeah.
This particular speech.
So-
People just went ahead and said you can't be president, such a person cannot be president in this country.
Joshua boy, because of the age, because Joseph Boyka is over 70. And this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. Joshua is mature. He's mature. That's why he told you on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boyka, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew in out of the country for open heart surgery and making to live today. But the way Joseph Boyka speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers.
Okay. One of the 9 ungrateful lepers.
Yeah.
May also rest in peace for them. But those are things he said to Joe Biden. But when the Papa became president, Papa said, hey, you will tell me, say, I want to now ungrateful leper. I will show you how ungrateful lepers can behave. Yeah, man, please tell me the video where
Like
What- after people are
inauguration.
in the church. Please tell me the video in the church after the inauguration. In the church where people are just complaining, saying, 5 minutes, people are just playing, you know, the time we want to power, by the time you became president, everything closed. I need that video. I mean, we have it, but I don't know why the whole WhatsApp not connecting. Yeah, so it's a whole problem. But I need that video. So at the end of the day, when you saw Joe Biden running with walking go, he intended to get a PYJ. The Babe already forgot that the man made you president by turning him over. He didn't care about it anymore. He was already president. So is that you? I already president now. The first thing you say, such a man like me cannot be president.
Yeah.
Because he said, I got bad things. I got heart trouble.
I
I will show you, say, they bad things, man. They had trouble, man. I want to call. Walk and go, they establish it. And that's why Senator Tomo Nimle of Grand Jita County. When Senator Nimle went to Nima for the funeral, Senator Nimle was very clear
Tribute.
in his tribute. He said, PYJ will always ask for time whenever he is on the negotiation table. He went to Mr. Salif, I can get you Nima, but listen, I need time. That walk and go thing, don't try it when I make you president. And he said, well, why you want? He said, PYJ will work on it. We will choose the power mentor. So Nimle said he went to President Weah and said, President Weah, my son, Manasari, they keep the country on a peaceful nature. Our discussion. Why issue with Walker go? I said, my man, I just want to pay my school pack, get free tuition, free wise fees, digitize the University of Liberia, build the first ever military hospital, build big hospital for Apple, build the other hospital in Chester, build the summer kind of hospital in Virginia, where Joe Baga teaches me, build 3 other PP schools in Makibi, Bond County and Nika, do the Buchanan Fairground Road, do the Banga Broad Street Road, pave all of the roads in rehab, the way around Joe Baga home. I want to do the documentary road. I want to do Johnsonville Pipeline Road. I want to start the road from Bond County to Lofa. I want to do the road from Ganta to Sanipele, from Sanipele to Lokatua border. I want to do the road from Ganta to Sakapie up to Tapata. I want to arrange for the funds to do the road from Sastan to Konye in Grand Crew to begin the the coastal highway. I want to do all of these projects. I do not have time for working food. President Weah committed himself to PYJ. And I'm sure PYJ made the same conditions available
his car.
to Joe Baga. And that's why PYJ was disappointed in Jeremiah Kun. They said, Kun, my son, why are you sitting down there and everything happening the way it's happening?
You know the conversation we
And
had.
Kun wouldn't do nothing else to tell PYJ, Patasing, go get lawyer.
I will never have money.
How would the puppy not fall up from frustration? Let 5,000 go find lawyer. After giving the 5,000 in 3 weeks' time, he resigned from MDR, the puppy party, and joined the party. So PYJ felt, oh, my own son Kun, why I get Joe Baga? Because he was a member of MDR. After the finish signing work, then he left the party again. Also, the people coming to jail. Anybody will worry. Anybody will be in panic mood. Anybody could suffer heart attack. Anybody could suffer depression. PYJ died a depressed man.
So why haven't you guys established this one?
And after you talk to the man psychologically, you pain him, you emotionally traumatize him. You made the man, a shadow of himself in Liberia. A very healthy papier. Whoever Sunday you will bless our hearts with a political sermon. A very charismatic leader. Regardless of all of the different issues we had, but PYJ was one person who, when you're speaking, even those he hurt, they will find some kind of excitement in the things you can say. You made a strong man like that who nobody ever saw you. To say, what if I make me that? Boom. Or he became depressed. From the day the funeral in Dimba. What did the buy inside the booing at the president convoy? You still get a video. The boo I hit. Oh, the boo at President Baga convoy in Dimba. The boo I hit. From the day that happened, if I make him out of Morel, what can go down? So Jala Pabu is right. You want to tell your job not take it, but the man is not a coward. That coward can be suffering, he's not gonna play, then he stay there. They don't want to speak out. There is no law that says when you work somewhere and things are okay, you can talk. You can talk.
No, why they forget NDA vanilla?
You can talk. Oh, for the men to say they walk or talking in the computer, you're not putting rock inside. Why making it fair?
Says business.
Okay, Kofi will say, oh, you know what? It's business on finance. We are still about it. You still about it, and you can get money to go surprise. Market will fat with 10 million people there for you, but you can get money to do what can go. You can get money to go do other things. You got money to pay $3 million property. We have warehouse, we got window glasses. As I know, yeah, warehouse got window glasses.
That's an expensive one.
Oh yeah, the warehouse got window glasses. Got jacuzzi in the bathrooms, apartment structures. What kind of warehouse got 3-story with different room? Who are we going to offset the carrying?
What would be kept in there?
What do y'all be keeping on there? Books? What? What? Joe Baga Foundation?
Or flowers?
What will you be keeping there? We getting feedback. What will you be keeping? What will you be keeping there? What will you be keeping there? So you got all the money to buy $1.2 billion, two cars. Well, that 2 cars for the brand new cars. Even though President Weah left brand new car with plastic on the seat for him, but he took $1.2 billion to buy 2 new cars to be riding a convoy. What will it take? No, you listen. What will it take? You took $1.2 million in car for the brand. That'll be enjoying yourself.
You guys said this was a serious priority.
When you are campaigning, you did not have a yellow machine. Your campaign messages have to do with campaign harmonization, war crime code, fighting corruption, and doing all the other things you want to have. Drugs. Let the drugs here. It pass now. Every day people arresting drugs. Every day they arresting drugs. Every day, the other drug users message ever go to recruit them. And get them going to yeah. Oh, you listen to the video, you watch the video rather. The drug user message the broken put in the air. The message I drug go to smoking drugs there.
All the people you brought, you know what happened?
So at the end of the day, the government will continue to embarrass. Just go in our election say you're not supposed to work around food. Then we up for that here. He come and low. They just tired. I tell you, what the hell you put me in the whole small room? You're not giving me what I need. I won't work. You're not giving me the chance to work. It is deliberate. The decision not to fund War Crime Code project is deliberate. They believe that there is no more urgency because the man who they wanted to get rid of, he already gone.
Still have people who you would need to punish now. If that was the accurate.
People was not the only person going in the country.
No.
If you are sure about War Crime Code, that. Why you not organize the code yet? Why you not putting money there? You got money to put 100,000 on paper, credit card, everything is probably out of the country. 100,000, why you put it? How do we know? There's some military budget where people are putting the food. How we got to know that you're putting 100,000 for the big house. And when you do it with the president, one time every time the president travel, you're doing. Yeah, it becomes traditional. Huh? It becomes traditional. So you can't continue to do this to us. You can't continue to do it to us. You understand that? Yeah. People out there, people. I mean, you know, and that's how they, my man. And can you imagine? They something I'm looking for. I don't want anything. Anything I say to them, man, the best back to me. So you see that how life looking. Give and take. Yeah, when you give the you need, we'll give it back to you. Yeah.
But that's I love it.
Yeah. So they treated the baby bad. When they become the baby president, go back up. You know, but he turned around and being president.
So he thought that
After making him president, guess why he made Joe Biden? That's what Joe Biden did to me. After maybe making Joe Biden president.
Before the election, I was one of those. After the election, that's what I'm doing. Before the election, I was one of those. After the election,
Can you imagine? So that was the first place where the public started treating people at the back.
Yeah.
Telephone closed. So I assure you, say, when I become president, I will not bring War Crime Code. As soon as I become president, I start talking to you. It means my faith is hanging. I don't have hope anymore. Oh, when I become president of the country, I will buy a car. Or when I tell the community chairman, I will make the community tax collector. As soon as I become community chairman,
So
I can't answer for again. Is your tax collector position secure? No. That's what Joe Biden did to Pape. To make it worse, he said it won't. Now when they answer, I will not answer you. For War Crime Code coming, he hit the yay. And look, you need to see how Senator Johnson used to be angry when War Crime Code is mentioned.
It's always irritating.
You know what I meant to do? He went there with Dillon in the Senate. He there with Dillon. He started linking Dillon with President Saliso. Well, Saliso gonna say, I know what you were talking. I know what all I could bring. You know, was it there, sir? Maybe pass away now. Maybe that power talk. Maybe that power talk. But you never see how people are just there with the situation. There was a journalist who were interviewing him. One time, the journalist opened War Crime Code. He said, if I'm not going to do that tomorrow, then you are going to be saying that in Nimaya. He said, you on radio? You are there respectful. Fully bother you. He said, cost me. The person was saying, you are insulting me. Saying, I will cost you again. That is how the public hit the War Crime Code. No, I mean, it's funny, right? But that's how you hit the War Crime Code. So for the man to be in that kind of state of mind, the man to do everything what he wants, you have no business giving the man assurance if you could not assure him. The man would have gone by the street. You would have gone to Cummings. You would have gone to somebody else.
But Bouaka is noted for deferring on negotiation. Ellen said, President Weah said that. That Ellen sat, Bouaka sat.
And they say, we are all we live.
Yeah.
President Weah played in our second term.
Yeah.
We now come out with the presidency. So
What part is that?
it is terrible. It is terrible. So because people are just done, what can gonna import it again? That is sad.
Imagine the office saying the man should prove what he say is allegation.
Can you imagine to prove it?
They
But
say he should prove.
what the hell is that? It's easy to prove. It's very easy to prove. It's very easy to prove. Thank God, because the Bible is a lawyer. It's very easy to prove. You know how you prove it? If media consultant comes to the Bible, I say, look, go to the radio, the same radio, and tell them, look, the security advisor to the president, his function, his responsibility, the assignment of work code got some link with his role. Because war crimes court hold us on national security. You'll be trying people who fought war before. The national security advisor is saying, what has been his role? That the war crime court office is not being funded is an indication that he is not doing what he's supposed to do.
That is clear.
They don't have interest.
That's an evidence. Number two, the Minister of Justice, his role is also intertwined into the war crime court assignment situation.
And you also measure, I know Bush Ben Keita.
He is the legal advisor. All of the people there, they are inability to see war crime code as a priority. In the midst of people surprising the president with 10 million property and other BBC putting a Nemo in clothes. In the midst of all of those things, and they said they're in their capacity, they're not doing it.
Like a newborn baby.
More to that, his budget that was appropriated. What was appropriated for him? It's not forthcoming.
You know, and you making 800,000.
2 million, you get 800,000. Then you reduce it to 1.2. You are not giving him what? Is that not enough evidence to show that you're not sure about it? Should a security advisor be close to the president while working code? It's not being funded, and there is nothing that's done about it. They're not doing it. The appropriation for Jobaga Strasha, they can finish, they can send it there. Even the Buju Bank Keita minister in their own offices, their allotment is no time. So why are you delaying working code if it is a serious campaign issue? Not only did they betray PYJ, they also lied to the Americans and the other people who they promised globally.
Exactly.
And they would have established the code. The end result was to suppress the paper, paying him because he not criticized Jobaga before. It's sad. You don't treat people like that. You organize the code. Don't blame Councilor Babu. Organize the code. If you think you had the ability, if you think you were sincere about organizing the code, why wouldn't you work around anymore? The same way they don't put the harmonization again.
Yeah.
They have realized that harmonization is irreversible. They realized that it was the best decision the government of President Weah took in an effort to stabilize the economy and provide food for people without sending people home.
All those who credit that money to say when they move or come will pay our money. I mean, harmonization.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. They were increased.
We're in year 3. Nobody doing anything with harmonization. All of the promises these guys made, they're not living up to it. What can go again? You're not living up to it because the few presidency is dead and gone, and so you cannot do what you want to do.
Sorry for the Nimbadians.
That's
This
unfair
is
to
the-
like.
You know, Princess.
They were used.
Exactly.
They were used.
Nimba.
They were
They
used.
have to listen to this.
If the Nima people knew, they wouldn't have gone around. I mean, you president was not old, man. You're not too old. He was not too old.
He was the protector in any political
They have
situation.
precious jewel.
Yeah.
I mean, how did Vice President how did BP even allow people that to succeed President Baga? You sat down there and you could not even speak in the room.
Giving the man 5,000 parliamentary for him.
You are the vice president for everything.
Johnson was not short of $5,000 US.
President they didn't want 5,000.
Not
What
about
I'm
money.
saying, now 5,000.
So that was an insult and a
Sure.
slap.
Sure.
How
Because
it was because of PYJ he became vice president. If PYJ had not agreed to support United Party, who are going to be in Nima campaign for Chawia?
And none of them were from the
Hello,
election.
Jerome. If not for PYJ, who would have been in Nima supporting the CDC?
even
in
if
that
he did not
election.
support, he was still going to be on senatorial.
He would have been
campaign.
senator no,
Yeah.
once PYJ going to be supporting the CDC at that level, and PYJ was the one who brought the CDC to be made senator.
And one of the things Prince Johnson said,
Uh-huh.
he said, who was on the table when he had gone to negotiate with President George Weah at the
Good.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people know how they made to do a negotiation.
So you see,
all the-
how did he even sit in that meeting? I mean, sit in the midst of the whole government, and Prince Joseph was treated badly like that. Then the Bible went to you as a son who he lifted your hand, who he gave opportunity. And so my son Kun, Joey and myself made power. Let's go to Joe Baka. Go there, let me get you the seat. The way the whole election looking, or put Nima vote behind you and woman Joe, you can do something. The man made you vice president. The man made you drive your first convoy with Serene and put a gun. So the way he bosses former war best can pack from the tower. You bossing away. You
discussing common citizens.
yeah. They go where one coming close me walking in the street in Paris and see what I started calling.
No one has time for you.
In Rome,
In America, no
in
one has
America,
time
in
for you.
Rome. Anywhere on the face of the earth, go walk on the road. Nobody will know who that's oh, I mean, what can I feel it?
The number time
I know who that man what can I feel it. But you were brave to look at a war icon, somebody who, as soon as you decide to go to Abidjan and just decide to walk on the road in the supermarket, everybody will just call say, hey, Georgie, Georgie, Opon. They will just be calling. You are brave to be posting how they can pack and can pass. All of that is possible because old man PYJ made the sacrifice. How dare you? You went to the extent. The old man went to you crying.
help me.
My son, so you'll be here, they'll bring the work to us, you know. So you will be here and the work thing will happen to me. My son, so the high will be. And how did you looking? Why would you go? Why you didn't tell me so I want to remove a job we are there? And he said, Baby, let's fat dancing. A prince doesn't want fat dancing, he just need to go to Nima and say, my people, they come and carry me to court because of the war that I fought to defend you.
Yeah.
I need money for lawyers. Nima will raise over $2 billion US for PYD.
Exactly.
He did not. I mean,
Not even Nimba alone.
he didn't want. I mean, he
It
was
was-
not in need of fat dancing.
It was never about money.
He
You
never
know?
wanted to. They went to you for political protection of people out there as a senator. You make it over $11,000 a month. You gonna get a man $5,000 to find a lawyer. You're the vice president in the house. Nima made this government. You could have used your political capital. It was at that level you should use the political capital. They said, no. Listen. That was not a deal with the president. With all due respect, sir. That was not a deal. That was not a deal.
Would have been the next person to pinch.
Whatever the case is, at least you'll go back to Nima and say, no, I was impeded because they wanted to put our Papa in jail and beyond the job, I can't stay there as your son. If Papa help me, I become vice president, then I stay there and put in jail. I hope my people listening.
They're listening.
I hope you're listening.
And they're going to share this in the
VP Baka, VP sat down in the midst of Joe Baka and plenty that kind of suppression against the Papa, telling the Papa worried and said nothing about it. And when the people go ask him, the only thing you go up for, my son, I need part dancing. And you know, Papa, part dancing, you find lawyer. Fat dancing for lawyer?
One lawyer.
We are betrayal.
Huh?
We are
Fat dancing for lawyer?
A man who was senator for years. He was never broke. He had money. So I mean that's really, really, I don't know, but again, at the end of the day, if you don't listen, if you're not a male of your woman, you'll, get to a point where something will happen and you say, Prince Johnson was who he was and he did what he did. He had a different when we have a new government, I'm going to be protected, whatever it was. We're not going to focus on that. We're focusing now on the nature of the establishment of the war in economic court, and then you're having these people to say Babu's statement was baseless and unfounded because maybe there's no truth in what he said. But look around you. Do you see any progress being made when we're discussing the establishment of the war in economic court? No, we do not. So how is this founded? Is it because he said he does not have the support he needs financially to work? So it is not unfounded.
Nothing is
It is
unfounded. They are supposed to manage him.
they will not get only because
And you know
They will go after him, removing the government.
the thing
They go, man. They'll go after Babu who lost it. Babu already knows he lost a job.
He cannot be teamed,
Why the other guy
right?
didn't
Because it's
chase
going to
out
go back to his legal
Ambrose
projects.
man?
Oh yeah, not forget
Man,
about the other man.
They chased the man out.
Finikanga?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's not more Ali in the trouble. Finikanga is to go through them. You don't hear because I in the cartoon or carrying
The body.
Yaka or Finikanga, Yaka or Costa or Delon. All the men who been going to court. Remember one time Delon used to go to court every morning, to be signing in and out. Hey, you remember?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, Delon used to be signing in and out. Yeah, all that thing there. How do you call that? I feel like I used to be free there. They were left almost more. The point is, you cannot use people
Just
And dump them.
and dump them.
It's not right.
Go and support the workers' code. Why you not doing it? The Brian should be asking the government to support the workers' code.
Yeah.
Because at the court, better your papa die. The papa kept complaining. He kept crying every day. The father either heard me. He said, I went to my own son Kun office and said, Kun, what's going on?
Okay. He didn't understand anything.
What's going on?
That
Kun?
means call, no way.
Hey man, I think I got it. We
played those.
yeah, I
games
got
around
it.
and
I know why.
after he
The
died.
particular Kun part. He said, Kun, what's going on? What's going on, Kun?
I think I said something that.
Yeah, we'll check it another time. We'll try to get all of these places and come back one day and play everything for our people. Kun, what's going on? You are in the Senate when we are sending this Walker proposal to the Senate for us to advise him. And we told him the Accra Peace Accord made it clear that the TRC is that entity that will determine what happens to the country after the war. The TRC went to work, they made a decision to ban the group from politics, and they choose for us to honor the Palaho method of reconciliation and not the how they call justice. And how we advise president, we are based on the CPA and the resolution from the TRC. How come you sat in the Senate? How come you sitting here and you're bringing the worker back? That was emotional distress. You almost saw you go for war, then in the enemy zone, then call your headquarters. So when that kind and they're telling me I was down. That was how literally that was how the people was sounding. That was how you were sounding. Literally, that was how you were sounding. You heard me? You go sit down. You go there. Baby, that 5,000. That 5,000 people are need that. One picking in dinner. Who got one store in Ghana could take 5,000
He was loved.
One small picking in dinner can just take up 5,000 euro to him. One picking would just look at 5,000 and give it. You know what I mean? Millionaire in him. You know, sure amount of money people in him. You wreck the puppy life. You destroy the puppy young. Yeah, you pressure him. He didn't die a man resting. No, he died under pressure.
Yes.
He was complaining.
Your government.
In less than 3 months, you became president. You were complaining every time. He called you the minister when you wanted the power, when you needed the power, when you needed the presidency. Every day, people are getting paid. That's what he said.
Before the election, I was one of those.
Then after the election, telephone closed. When telephone closed, it ain't too long. You start walking around. And that's only what can make anybody worry.
At his age.
The man whose business you made power with is sitting president. Because of Joe Biden, PYJ discontinued his relationship with former President Ware. You understand that? Then the man went to you. The first thing you did, you cut off him. And like you leave your husband for our Jerome was right minute. Thinking that Jerome will be better by your husband. Then you go to Jerome now. Jerome gets step out to the hall. When Jerome take by the money, he's gone. He will be there. When he come out, I foul carrying the money. I just one thing coming for change the clothes and go back again. You, if you are the woman in that situation, why you finish dumping your good man? The man who is a big giving you so much money.
Remember you.
Remember you bring you start doing all the other one. You finish dumbing the man. Then the new man who you say was better, the room who you say was better, the room worse. That woman will sit down in that frustration will kill her. That's why you did to the papi.
Devil said, don't be settled for unsettled.
That's why you did to the papi. That's why you guys did to the papi. You made the papi regret ever leaving President Ware. Because when the holiday coming, you know why you're so happy.
Yeah.
Prince Johnson is aware. May so rest in peace. The people around him know as the spirit will tell you. When holiday coming, you know what's up. Ministers will call him back and forth. If I call him, Maggie will call him. Maggie will call him, I will call him. If I don't call him, I'll call him.
Always looking at his
Papa, you good? Papa, you okay? Papa, ask you coming. Papa, if not coming. Papa, they won't come. Papa, they won't come. He was always well taken care of. He knew. The people around him know this. You made him worry. You stressed him. You frustrated the old man. To make matter worse, you brought war crime code that is a taboo to him. Something he hated to hear. You saw how he cost the loan for the war crime code. You saw how he cost the journalism for the war crime code. You saw how he's always outraged. The war crime code is mentioned.
He never wanted to hear.
The code you knew you were not going to organize. The code you knew you had no business and no preparation, no connection, no determination to organize. It brought the thing to worry the people back. You hear me? Eh? And the baby did not survive that stress. And we are told he went to the bathroom one day and he fell off. Or no, what can happen to people go in the bathroom? More people found time to reflect at the end of the bathroom. People go in the bathroom and sit on the commode. They spend the longest there concentrating. They're having whole concentration. They're sitting in the bathtub. They're sitting down thinking, having sober reflection in that kind of situation. If your mind is occupied so that you forget what you said, come on, stop on the ground. You can sit on there and fall down. Now, either stroke or you get brain tumor. I mean, if you're not careful to take the hospital, you may not survive. You kept worrying the papier and then going to the bathroom and fell off. You gotta carry him to the hospital. Reaching the hospital is a bit faster. Open the code. The code anywhere you worry, print the code anywhere the papier worry. Open the code. You need the one. That babu talking. You won't fight the counselor. Me, I know you're moving, but he's not a coward. He will tell you the truth. You damn people y'all get your thick. Y'all for the fakery. No, you for the fakery. Tricky attitude. Tricky jacket.
What a 1.something billion they was.
Why the surprising president of 5 million, 10 million project? That kind of nonsense. Yeah. Like, how are you surprised president?
The president.
How are you surprising president?
The president made a promise to the people of this country on World Camp Code.
How are you even surprising the president?
The president doesn't know about something that you're putting money together to surprise.
The one you know about,
yeah.
Nobody money there. But the one you know about, put money there. I mean, how are these people? Who fooled us with these guys? Who messed the country up with these guys? Who did that?
I think on the one side, what the manager did. You bad? You say you're a fan.
No, you tell them when you lost. You know, who's the way? You tell them when you lose. You tell them when you lost. Who did that to Liberia? Who brought it kind of minute to us as leaders?
Say that again. The one the president made a promise.
Yeah. The one the president knew about.
Yeah.
The one the president knew about. You're not getting money for it. Yeah. The one you know about why you supporting.
And look at the budget. 10 million. And 2 million.
The one where the president knew nothing about that $10 million, you found money for a good. The one you knew about 2 million, why you know why in the budget say you want that? You're not supporting. The one you know about why you support. What kind of people are they?
How did we get here?
Who fooled us with the country? Who brought him in? You tell them when you lose, tell them when you lost.
And then the manager is going to card you. You see the one, real picture card. This is the real picture card. Huh? You tell them when you win. Then they get drop the other card.
You tell them what? Thank you, Leia. Oh my man, yeah. Our man is a reservoir of knowledge. A serious reservoir of knowledge. Yeah. You frustrated the paper unnecessarily.
Wait, picture card comment.
You heard it? Unnecessarily, you pressure him to his death.
And I used to what they go from Firestone.
That-
Oh, you tell me they had it for you. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it was within 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Benny, Team Benny. Now when I went to Coon,
I went to Coon.
I said, what is going on? You were here when we had the paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide we are. Then Baga benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the 2011 because he was not wrong with that.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finish campaign for that kind of woman, and he wants to persecute us. He's not going to persecute us. So what is going on with Ekun? Ekun said, well, what I'll do for you is to help you with lawyer. That part has been good with lawyer. They were from Coon office, my own small office that I went as far as
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? This is what pressured the Pape.
So the money now.
So the first thing, they fool the Pape, they fool Senator Johnson, they fool him, they deceive him when they made him support them in Nimba, they stopped talking to him.
Now, before the election, I was one of those.
When they went to the election, when they went to the power, you heard about it. They were calling him back. Yeah, a Mona call, Magajaliwa will call, Colina Crowd will call, all of them will call, all of them will be calling back to back. Senator, Godfather, they want. After election, telephone closed. The first frustration again, the first frustration what they gave him. The first frustration is not to talk to him after making him rich.
Something in
After making to stop to security in the yard, the first thing the day was to stop talking to the baby. After making open to change that branch, you can the branch in the Kakita.
Ha. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
The man of God is talking about it.
You're a deco. I have to deco stop.
You're not allowed that. No, but the truth is, after Senator Johnson rescued Open Joe Baga from the country transfer in the branch,
The entire wardrobe got changed.
nobody even knew what had the real color of coach.
He took that old man.
Everything said,
It's like maybe did he have a stylist?
Oh, they make it white. Oh no, they make it white now.
And I think stylist told him that was the perfect one.
Yeah, that was the best stylist there. That one was there. Nothing. No lovers on the there. That one was there. And that woman continues to be frying the color inside the yeah. The interface they had an upgrade to him back in the commercial car that if I find the money go
Also baking material.
be what they transform you, rescue you from that kind of thing. The first thing you used to do was to pick up the man telephone. Hear the man completely crying.
Before the election,
How come before the election,
I was one of
those PYJ, then after the election, telephone closed. Then after the election, telephone closed. How come? The first place they ungrateful to the people. Jado,
Papa say he doesn't see the good in people.
can you imagine?
Okay.
Then after the people doing that now, you always stop listening to the man. That's worrying the man. It's helping him.
Like
Look,
no access.
We will go to Nima in 2029.
No access.
We will set on the radio station in Nima County in 2029. Jerome will set on the radio in Nima. We'll put one person that in Mana, one person that in Gio, one person that in Pele, one person that in Mandingo, one person that in Pastor. I'm told those are the major crimes in the area.
Oliver, you know me. All I want is the beginning of there will we lead our messages to
So the
grandmother.
parents there. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Guys, see you tomorrow.
Bye bye. See you. Can you imagine
Say
How
that.
you say the thing that you tell?
after no, the puppet make me guys.
He said
After
that.
all of what the puppet did,
Hmm.
you stop talking to the man. You stop talking to him. He was frustrated that you are not even speaking to him. That man is somebody who talking in harmony.
Before the election, I was one of the three. After the election, telephone closed.
After the election, telephone closed. How come? How come? They worry what they. They other worry they were there. Why he thinking, well, are you not talking to him? You got a speech for him? Then you turn around.
Oh, they didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it was remain two persons to sign. That was me and that was Bunny, Jim Bunny. Now when I went to school, I said, what is going on? You were here when we have sent paper, and you were here with our honored election and with Supreme Court to be involved in the election 2011. You were not involved with that.
You're right. You're right.
He better for that.
You're right.
Then after serving as governor for 12 years now, he's now president now, we didn't campaign for that kind of woman, and he wants to persecute us. That's kind of persecute us. So what is going on with Ekong? Ekong said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. That's my thousand. Global lawyer. Ekong said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. That's my thousand. Lawyer. Persecute us. So what is going on with Ekong? Ekong said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. That's my thousand. Lawyer.
Can you imagine?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Jeremiah Cool, what you got made vice president? Where PURJ made vice president? May the papa so recipe. He look at Prince and said, the only thing I can do for you, left fat tax and go to a lawyer. The man talking from the streets of Ghana and made you vice president. And the only thing you could give him when he needed you the most. Why you think people can make people? Jerome, let's ask President Baga is so cool. Why do you think people can make people? Why do you think people can send for the school? Why do you think parents are sending their kids to school? Because in the future, what the father cannot do, the son who is educated will be able to do it. People help people because they anticipate that in the future, they help will come out in multiple fronts.
Like your old age.
Your old age, your team you'll not be able to do.
Stand back, fall back position.
Good. Why you think about it, man? Why you took you from the Senate and brought you to the vice presidency? If you could not protect Prince Johnson, you can protect Nima. Let the people in Nima be hearing it. If you could not protect PYJ, now Nima you can protect. The man who protected PYJ, if you protected Nima, you betray him. The man needed you the most. Look, if Kong had gone to the president and said, look, Mr. President, with all due respect to you, this is not what we signed for. The papa is not happy. I'm not happy. I feel I'm betraying him. Madam Sali did not walk and go there. She did not die. She ran her government. She built what she had to build. She did her own development. She left the scene. President Weah did not build walk and go there. He did what he had to do. We came, we won the election, and this and that. We now tell people say riding private jet is wrong, but you riding private jet. So if we not organize the walk and code, which we promise, it will not be anything because the very same thing that we promised them we have done, we're doing it.
Your own party promise they surpassing you 10 million. Oh.
And you know, you must have promised them that we're not going to be riding private jet. We're flying it today. We promised them that we're going to end harmonization and say yeah. So there will be nothing wrong if the whole walk and code will promise it will not do it. Our papa is not happy. The papa is not pleased. Please, we will not do it. Mr. President, I'm not happy. Look, if Vice President saying that to the president, regardless of the situation, something away in the house, in a respectful way, though, but very firm. Something away the president will say, no, you know, anyway, what you didn't do, the only thing you could do was to go and say, F5,000. Really?
He appeal to the president another way, Oliver.
Yeah.
Appeal to him, oh, Mr. President, this is not about president for the Libanians, the people.
The people who voted for us. They voted for us because they wanted to please this man. They have a lifetime commitment to him. They have a lifetime pledge to him that in as much as he is living, whatever he wants, he gets.
Yeah.
Whatever he said we will go, we will go. He is our liberator. He's our father. He's our papa. They made that pledge to PYJ. And on the basis of that, they supported you unanimously. And you sat in the hall. And you could not rescue the papa. And you can rescue the papa, you can rescue him. All that pressure was on the papa passed away. The one crime court better where you pressurize the papa not living.
You abandon it.
You support the one crime court now, you're not able. Support the one crime court now, you're not able. A lawyer's firm will even prepare losing the vice presidency to run exile. Oh, because when you vice president, you know, you vice president, you work with the president, don't take the second people, bro.
And the thing happened in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
The vice president was unpleased with certain decisions.
He left.
The law only pay the vice president.
Yeah.
And they get him money not
Yeah.
because he was telling the president at the time this was not some of the things
That we
promise.
So,
we have to
look,
promise.
let me tell you something. If he had, you don't continue with the team, I would better resign because I don't want my people to get problems with me. But even if you're going to resign and go out, they told you now, Nima will be holding your hand and say, my son, come, let carry you and make our president.
Like you say,
Yeah.
like let's say, okay, they didn't want to agree with me.
Uh-huh.
He resigned.
He resigned.
Walk
Walk and go to
Well,
whatever the thing was,
they
you know.
say,
The people said, look, my son, you did it for our father. You stood there for him. But instead, you go to fat. You know how many picking a Nima can take fat and story on Lake Table to be a guy? Huh? So, Avino,
well, but all over you know what it means for a grandmother to be bending and still moving to a voting camp because she wants to vote for Oliver.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. That's how the
That
old
woman
people,
can take for money for a rapper and give it to Prince Johnson.
that's what the old people did.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that you were vice president, you were elected vice president. So please, Senator John, you didn't become vice president because you were popular. No. Now, PYJ made you vice president. PYJ made President Vaga president today. And all you needed to have done was just to live by your honor your part of the deal. That's all you needed to do. You abandoned the party, pressure him, pressurize him, made him to run into depression. Today he's dead and gone. Then the war can't cover you. What making you pressurize?
You abandoned.
You're not supporting him. And Jala Babu Koto, you fair with the council, telling you what about the instance Fitija. What kind of people are they?
Remember proof it.
Remember proof that you're not supporting him. When you're also supporting him, you don't know. You're also supporting him, you don't know. And what kind of nonsense is that? You're supporting him, you don't know.
What coming up? You say, like, you say, why you love it me and
Yeah, you know, yeah. You supporting him, you don't know. You say, me want proof it. Man, this is wrong. This is terrible. Support the worker. You know what to support it. I wish my name put it could call. Jerome, I wish our name could call. I wish they could call. But let's take this quick break. We'll come out with take about 7 calls and record a day.
In recent months, in several parts of Nigeria, including Monrovia, talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Nigeria is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Science, your community crime fighting party. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Science.
Okay, this is Robin Simpson, your community crime fighting partner. My name is Kai Oliver Klein. Jerome Roosevelt is here. My long time, Alexa Vanda College just left the show. But call us on 08651010407776 104 to be a part of the conversation. I am hoping that Nibayans will call. The war crime code, your godfather was pressured, he was worried, he was depressed. Unfortunately, he passed out. So rest in peace. The governor won't put money there. The governor ought to put money there. The war crime code, they not get PYJ until the baby worrying, and him died. May so rest in peace. They don't want to put money there. The man who put inside the court, the man say, they're not supporting the thing, I feel best. Then they don't want you making power with the man. Let's hear you. Let's know what you have to say. Call us on those numbers. Let's take a few calls, then we'll call it a day and go home. This first question. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
We are great. Quick, no time.
Yeah, that is one more card and on the court of concern for justice.
Quickly.
Yeah, John Mapu is a counselor, and speaking like a counselor, even if they decide to let him go, the Liberian people are in the know that he's not being supported. Even if our all you're not going to speak out, we are in the know that the court was fully draw because you wanted to get justice off. Those are all our days and around Prince Joseph at the time when you were living. There were just two houses between me and Prince Joseph said, where you could take dreams of the way down with the time with a yard and the neighbor to be way from to be smiling. Immediately, you walk out with the election when you start getting the Prince Joseph teaching is sick. So you see now you come to the body academic part. Then when you just say something. So to show that this is a page of justice. The traces of the alien crew, the videos are there, the records are there.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We'll leave it right there. Let's take Man City quickly, Man City. Let's hear you. We're good. We're good, man.
Yeah.
Hello.
You can't just put it with it, man. Oh, I never take care of that one. Yeah, don't take me, man. Don't take me on my phone, man. Yeah. No, the man is Prince Joseph look for it, yeah. Let's also look at the Austrian here with some block. And it was just here. And we not play the before actually not play. When they walk on our very rough at the capital, but they hear only there being said it, or you call him, what in the 2 minutes down. I want to say the people. Anybody is not on that money, so you say you will come. What is so you go 1 minute down, on the body, I thought you have one time. Look for the one that get away from something I think get. Don't have time for that.
We leave you right. We leave you right there, man. Sorry, we gotta let you. Let's talk to the other person. Go, 1 minute. How are you?
Thank you, God. Let me see how you room.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You official spokesperson for the Liberation Right Movement.
The governor wants to put the code after we did that again. Put the code again.
I think we need to call and to all of because in the work yesterday, I got you pleading again when the regime they want to walk SYP. So why did you do support walk on you go down the money? You see our government running for 2 hours now. You see that? He is still everybody eating 4 times a day. So what can I see you that you get what no. If you can't do that, you walk you will still you walk you play fine. You can't do that, you gotta be sure. As a government.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right now. Another person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
I'm taking
They not get money. They don't get money for work.
they walk around putting the unit. You have to know what that person is allowed. If people do not bring it over, they put away. They don't have to walk out. If we say go, they're wanting it. Now, but I'm fine. You know, go ahead and but they're doing it if you don't.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's go in the national line and talk to Randy Dapo. Go ahead.
Yes,
We're great, Chief.
yeah, so let me get you know really quickly here. And I would like to thank you, Alexa and Jerome, for today's presentation. I think the message kind of hit home for the people in Nima County. So what I took away from the message here is this. I think Jeremiah Cohen was giving the loyalty test versus personal aggrandizement, and he chose a personal aggrandizement, and that would never be Samuel Koga. I'm not saying it to support Samuel Koga here. I'm looking at it on the principle of who loved Nima County. Prince Johnson had been the father of Nema County throughout post-war Liberia. He went in and negotiated on behalf of Nimadians that include Jeremiah Kuhn. So Jeremiah Kuhn was given the opportunity to show whether he could adequately succeed Prince Johnson. He did not do that. He stole up Prince Johnson. Here are some of the things that Prince Johnson taught everybody. And by record, I was born in Nimba. So technically, I'm an Ibadan myself. So here's the thing here, right? Prince Johnson, during the time with President Weah, you will remember he said, "Oh, I went to the conference there. I mean, to Jamaica Resort. We had they were smoking, they were drinking. We had never got mad with him. We are accepted him." Prince Johnson turned around again and said, "Oh, we are winning the election, there will be war. We are winning the election, nothing happened." But you see, when President Walker was campaigning, he never one day mentioned that during the campaign he will institute the war crime code. Because had he said that, he knew Prince Johnson was going to back away. Never said that. But the moment he became president, the first major international partner he brought was Allen White. Allen White asked him, "Why did you call me?" He said, "You know, Allen White, you and I have been working behind the thing, behind the scene." That was betrayed. And Jeremiah Kuhn was in the know of that betrayal. So the message today, thank you guys so much. I think the Nima people need to hear the message from now to 2029 that the only hope they got is by listening to people like you guys to come up with a true message. What big they think that Jeremiah Kuhn will not betray Nima County if that opportunity is given to him. So I will say now, no to Jeremiah Kuhn going forward. He cannot be trusted forever. Thank you very much for the message.
Thank you right there. Thank you, Jeremy Capper from the US. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Quick time.
Hello.
How are you?
Automata Sherry. Hello.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
See you. Yeah, the discussion of you know, yeah, Jeremiah.
No, the president is not weak.
The vice
No,
president.
The vice president, rather.
You're giving doing something. Yeah, you're out of frustration. Then to tell her and see what I was doing. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not supposed to work agency. Hey, pa, and also, oh, we don't want to talk. We talk another thing. Thank you, my brother.
Okay. Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Go home.
Yeah, we can get how you doing?
Good evening, brother.
Yeah, you know, you know, I get to always see that. I'm like, but he is also what is about that. This is okay. Very wicked. We make a know for you. And I care how to do about that today. We did take that little bit. So, we don't make it about that president. I mean, for the boy. It's already, I did not play for it or anything, whatever.
We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. The guys have to organize the court. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, thank you for the opportunity. Join from around the Israel community of Africa. You know, very off. Good guys, definitely I'm going out here to get it in. I want to get so the public can hear. Because yesterday, and I call this station, LBC, those guys continue to tell us that when women were called, we found out time to time to say in the class over there, selling radar, I call and Kola selling the police or what and take the market, they take the market, and I call your government, the judge will say yes, the poor, and sitting down, then they will go and say, I call the color question, the other person, and don't put the point at the beginning, I do nothing.
We will talk. We'll talk about that. I told you to sit me right now. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Quickly, let's hear you. Quickly. Yep.
The majority of the development, but I have a develop the people side of the way in the time. And what the wow. And we talk making him that coming up the value that being the sense to what we get to be. So we don't and on good to them. When the money on
And give we leave you right there, Jerome. We're out of time. We are out of time. But that is exactly where we are.
Yeah, we want to say thank you to every person who were able to follow us, those persons who were able to follow us today. Thanks to Princess who were earlier on here. And yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. We want to thank you to all of you. Yes, thank you.
Okay, until then, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. My name is Jerome Roosevelt here. Let's have a wonderful, wonderful. Oh yeah, let's have a wonderful, wonderful time on 87.9. Let's take a break to be right back on tomorrow. Bye bye.
Do you want to send or receive money from abroad, or you worry about how to send love home to your family, or you're struggling to buy airtime? Tap up an LEC token, share your problems